Good morning, children. Children, we are in the third lesson, that is changes around us lesson. Okay, until now we had seen the introduction part of it and we had seen the two of the changes. Okay, what is mean by change? See, it is just a recollection of the last session. Okay, that is, it is observable difference. What it is? Change means what? Observable difference between what? The initial state and final state. Okay, initial state and final state. So with these two things only we can say something had happened, some changes had taken place. Okay, that too it is an observable difference. That means we can see we can observe the difference. Okay, observe the difference between initial state and final state. That is only known as change. Okay, so change, in the last lesson we had seen it. Okay, then we had seen the classification of change. Classification of changes. First one regarding slow and fast change. Then second we had seen reversible and irreversible. Third one, it is physical and chemical. This and all we had seen in the last session, just a recollection. Okay, then fourthly it is what? Desirable and undesirable. Then last one is natural and man-made. Natural and man-made. Okay, yes. So until now we had seen the slow and fast change and reversible and irreversible. Now we had seen that too. Slow means what? We said slow means, slow change means it is short, a long period of time. It means what? A long period of time. Then fast change means it is a short period of time. Okay, it is time, children. So long period, that means hour. If it takes hours, it will come slow change. If it takes day, month and year, if they take any one of this, hour, day, month and years, means that will come under the slow change. Fast means what? See, minute and seconds only is the fast change example. Okay, next we had seen what? Reversible change means what? Can get back. Okay, can get back to its original state. Okay, can get back to its original state. Irreversible means it cannot get. Okay, cannot get back. That's all. Okay, children? Yes. So slow, fast, reversible and irreversible. Until now we had seen all these things. We had to know what is just to know this definition. Observable difference between initial and final state, classification. So slow and reversible, these two changes completed. Now we are going to see the physical and chemical change. Physical and chemical change. What is physical? The word physical itself says what? The appearance. Okay, the outward appearance. Okay, that is only physical. Okay, children? Yes, physical change. Physical change. What they given? See, it is the temporary temporary change. Physical change will be a temporary change. It is a temporary change. Okay. Next what they say is change in the physical appearance of physical change. We can see the change in the physical appearance or physical state. Okay, then what they say is no new substance is formed means then it is called physical change. No new substance. For example, if you are burning a paper, the paper will turn to ashes. A new substance will form that time. That time it will not come under physical change. Understand, children? For example, if you are crushing a paper and you are making any boat or aeroplane like, and you can again unstretch it and you can bring it back its original state. So it's a physical appearance only, no? So no new substance will be formed there. No new substance, okay, is formed. Okay, so it is a temporary change. It is a temporary change and change in the physical appearance and physical state. No new substance is formed. This three things is the key word for the physical change. Understand? Then we are seeing the example. With the example, we can still more clear of the idea. Okay, melting of ice. Melting of ice. So you can again you can freeze it and get the melting. Okay, a cube ice we can get. So it is a physical appearance only is changed. Understand? Next, it is solution of salt and sugar. See, for example, you are mixing salt or sugar in a water. Then it will be mixed thoroughly. When you evaporate, what happens? See, the water will be evaporated and we can get a salt and sugar particularly. So that's what physical change. Most of the changes are reversible also. Understand? We can bring it back. See, it is both physical and physical change. Okay, physical and reversible change. This is also reversible and this is also reversible. Okay, next. Next, stretching of rubber band. Stretching of rubber band. So you can. So it is also what physical change only. The size will be stretched and it can come back to it. So it is also one of the reversible and physical change. All these things will come under both reversible. You can bring it back to its original state. Means what it is? It is reversible. So you can bring melting of ice also back, and salt and sugar and rubber band also you can bring it back. So all these three are both physical and reversible change. Understand? Yes. Next what? Next we are going to see the physical state of water. How the water looks. See, sometimes the water looks like a liquid, and when you freeze it, it becomes solid, and when you evaporate, it goes to the gaseous state. So it attains all the three states. Understand? States of the physical. Next, a particular separate heading they are given. Okay, physical changes that takes place in water. Okay, a separate heading like they given. So what it exists in all the three states. What it is? Water will exist in. Okay, exist in all the three states. Exist in water three states. That is solid as a ice cube. Okay, as a ice, then liquid. Okay, next water, gas. So water will exist in, okay, water exists in three states. Next, what they change of state is because of what? How it happens means because of cooling. Because of cooling and heating, the changes can be noticed. Okay. So, because of cooling of water or heating of water, these three states are attained. Understand? Yes. So, by heating, what happened? By heating water, energy is supplied there. Energy is supplied. By cooling, okay, next is by cooling, what happened? Energy is released. Okay, so that's all about the physical states. That too, they are given a separate name that we are going to see. Okay, it exists in three states. Which one? Water will exist in. Okay, water will exist in three states, that is solid, liquid, gaseous state. It becomes okay when it is changing its state means when you are cooling or you are heating, it will change its state. Okay, when you are heating, energy is supplied. When you are cooling, energy is released there. Understand, children? Yes. Next is we are given a separate name for their turning. Okay. For example, so from ice, okay, to what? Water. Then what? Steam. Okay. Then what happened? It is in a solid state, liquid state and gas state. Okay. Heating, what happened? So ice, when you are heating, okay, it becomes water. When you are heating still more, it becomes steam. Okay, from steam, if you are cooling means it attains the liquid state, water. Again, if you are cooling means it is a separate name is given for that. We can't say simply heating, cooling like. Okay, so what they are saying? Change. And what is the process of it? What is the name of that process? Okay, next we are going to see that. So from ice to water, ice to water, what we are doing? You are doing melting. The process is known as what? Melting. Then water to steam, water to steam. Okay, what they say is vaporization. Vaporization. Then steam to water. What we are saying? Steam to water. It is said as condensation. What it is? Condensation. Okay. Next again water to solid. Water to ice. We have to say ice. What happened? There is freezing. What is the process of it? Freezing. The different process name is given. Ice to water when they are melted. Water to steam, it is vapored. Okay. Then it's a condensation, freezing. A separate process name is given for this. Understand, children? Next, then one more thing is there, that is straight away from solid to gaseous state it attains. Example, camphor. When you are burning camphor, okay. See, for puja we will use the camphor, no? So from solid to gaseous state, that to directly. Why they are saying means, for example, from solid to liquid, then only to gaseous state some of the water is changing. But camphor is doing what? From solid to straight away when you are heating, it attains the gaseous state. Example is camphor. So this process is named as sublimation. What it is? Sublimation. What is the name of the process? Is sublimation. when you are turning from solid to gas, it is straight away, that to directly not attaining liquid state. Okay, it is not attaining liquid state nextly, just straightly it is attaining the gaseous state. That process is known as sublimation. Understand, this they given in the more to know. Okay, see, don't get confused, it is a separate process. Straight away if it is changing means we are calling it a sublimation. Just you know it. Okay, that's all about the physical changes. Okay children, next they given dissolution. Next thing is dissolution. Okay, dissolution, that is spreading of solid particle in a liquid. Okay, the spreading of okay, the solid particles among the liquid molecules is called as dissolution. Understand? See, what they are coming to say means solid particle. For example, you take a sugar solution, in that which is the solid particle, the sugar cubes and all is a solid particle. Understand? That is spreaded among the liquid, that is water. When you are mixing it, that process only is known as dissolution. You understand? Example, sugar solution, water solution, in that sugar cubes and salt cubes. Okay, that is and all in physical state, that is and all in a solid state. Okay, that is spreaded in what? In a liquid molecules, in a liquid solution we are mixing it. No, that mixation is only known as dissolution. Understand? For that you have to know what is solvent and what is solute. Then you can understand what is solution. Okay. Next we are going to see the solute. Okay. What is first we shall see solvent, then we shall go to solute. Okay. Solvent. Okay, solvent is a substance that dissolves the solute. For example, water is the solvent here. Okay, it is in a liquid state. When you are putting a salt or a sugar, that what happened? That will get. So here solvent is a substance that dissolves. Okay, is a substance that dissolves. Okay, that dissolves the solute. Okay, here water is the solvent. You imagine water and salt solution. Okay, so in that which will be solvent means the water will be the solvent, is a substance that dissolve. Dissolve means what I said, it is spreading. Okay, spreading of solid particle in a liquid molecule. That is only is known as what? It's a dissolution, that is dissolved here. Okay, a substance that dissolves the solute. Next, what does solute means? Solute, example is sugar. Okay, see a substance that is dissolved. Okay, is substance that dissolved in a solvent. In a solvent. Okay, you know what is solvent, isn't it? Solvent is a solution like, so in that which is mixed, which is dissolved, the sugar is dissolved and salt is dissolved, means that time the salt and sugar is said to be solute. Understand? And the water is said to be solvent. Understand? Solvent is a mixture that dissolves the solute. Solute is a substance that dissolved in a solvent. Understand? When solute is dissolved, okay, then this is only known as what? When solute is dissolved in a solvent, when solute is dissolved in a solvent, it is said to be, solution. Okay, now you know what is solution, children. Okay, when solute dissolved in solvent, okay, when solute, that is solute means what, sugar or salt, when it is dissolved in a solvent, that is water, then this water and sugar added only is known as solution. Understand, children? So what they say, solute, sugar or salt, that is solute, that is dissolved in a solvent, that is water, that two mixation forms a solution. Now you know what is mean by solution. When solute is dissolved in a solvent. When solute is dissolved in a solvent, it is said to be what? Solution. Solute dissolved in solvent is said to be what? Solution. Okay. Next. That's all about the physical change. Next we are going to see the chemical changes. Okay. That too, we can say water is a universal solvent. Why it is said to be universal solvent means most of the reactions are taken place. Most of the reaction that only is used as a solvent. So it is called as universal solvent. Which is called as universal solvent? Water. Okay, water is called as what? For example, now I am saying an example with the water only. So for any cases, for any experiment, see they are taking water as a very good solvent because it is helpful for the dissolution. Understand? Next, chemical change. Okay, chemical change. It is a permanent change. It is a permanent change. Okay, next what they say, it is that you can see the chemical composition changes only. Changes in the chemical composition. Next, see, new product is formed there. New product is formed there. That's what I said, the very good example of paper burning. Understand? It is a permanent change. Once the paper is burned, that's all. You can't bring it back. When you crush it, you can bring it. But when you are burning it, it is turned to ashes. So it is a permanent change. Changes in the chemical composition. Here, new product is formed. Understand? Next, examples for that. See, burning of wood. See, more examples are given in the book. You can just very well follow that. Okay. So, next, popping of popcorn, then blackening of silver ornament, then rusting of iron and all. Okay. Rusting of iron. I am writing only 2 examples. Remaining, you check it in your book. Okay. Rusting of iron. More examples are given. See, if you know the examples, you can easily categorize them. So, you go through the examples very well. Okay. Burning of wood and rusting of irons is example for a chemical change. Understand? Next, physical change and chemical change difference. Okay. Physical change and chemical change. Physical change and chemical change difference. Now itself you might know, isn't it? It will form new, see whether physical change form any new product? No. No new substance. Better you write product. Okay. Reaction end only, no. So no new product is formed. Okay. Next, new product is formed. Okay. New is formed. Okay. Next they given what? No change in the chemical composition. Here no change in chemical composition. Okay. Change in the chemical composition. Okay. No change, here change. Change in chemical composition. Yes. Next. What are the next means? It is a temporary change. Which is temporary change? Physical is a temporary change, but chemical is what? It's a permanent change. What is the next difference between physical and chemical changes? Okay, first it's a temporary change. It is a temporary change. It is permanent. Okay, next. So third point. Okay, fourth point. What they given? It is reversible. It is irreversible. Most of the reversible reaction will come under the physical change only. Okay, what it is change? It is reversible. It is irreversible. Okay, that's all. These are the four difference between physical and chemical change. No new product is formed, new product is formed. No change in chemical composition, change in the chemical composition. Next, it is temporary change, it is permanent change, it is reversible and irreversible. Understand? Next we are going to see the desirable and undesirable. See, more examples are given, just you go through it in your book, okay? Desirable and undesirable. Okay, what they given? See, changes which are useful. Okay, changes which are useful. Okay, changes which are useful, which is not harm. Okay, which is not harmful. Okay, then they are saying what? See, which is liked by us. Some changes are liked by us, that will be said as what? Desirable. Okay, liked by us. Okay, children, so that all said to be what? Desirable change. Okay, changes which are useful, which is not harmful. It is not at all a harmful one. Okay, so changes which are useful, which is not harmful, and if it is liked by us means, then it is said as desirable change. Understand? Example for that is, see, ripening of fruit. Example, ripening of fruit is liked by us, isn't it? So it is ripening of fruit. Okay, next we are going to see the undesirable change. Opposite changes which are harmful. Okay, harmful and not liked by us, not liked by us. Okay, then it is said to be undesirable change. Understand? Example for undesirable changes. Okay, see, deforestation is not liked by us, isn't it? Deforestation. Then decaying, rusting of iron. Rusting of iron also we don't like it, isn't it? Rusting of iron. This and all what? See, undesirable change. Understand, children? Next we are going to see the natural and man-made changes. The word itself denotes that what is naturally occurring. Okay, man-made means it is intentionally did by mankind. Understand? Natural and man-made. Natural and man-made. Okay, next, takes place in nature. Nature means what? Takes place, changes, okay, that takes place, nature. That too, it is beyond human control. Okay, beyond human control. Okay, see, the change of timings and all is beyond our control, beyond our human control, isn't it? For example, raining season, okay. See, even natural calamities, okay, that all happens beyond human control. That is and all will come under what? Nature change. Understand? Takes place in nature beyond human control. Example, okay. Example is rotation of earth. Rotation of earth. Next, rain, etc. Okay, this and all what? Nature change. Okay. Next is man-made change. What they change? Brought by human. It is mainly brought by whom? By human. Okay. Okay, brought by human. And next they said what? And also known as, it is also known as human, okay, man-made, human-made or artificial. It is also called as, okay. It is also called as, okay, human-made or, okay, artificial change. Okay. Example. What? See, cooking, changing, isn't it? This cooking is made by us, isn't it? Cooking. The change is did by human. Okay. Next is cultivation. Listen to example for what? See, man-made changes. Understand, children? So, takes place in nature beyond human control. Example, rotation of earth and rain, etc. Okay. This is the nature change. Okay. Next, man-made brought by human. It is also called as human-made or artificial. Example, cooking and cultivation. Okay. These are the changes we had seen in this lesson. So, we are winding up this lesson by this. So, remaining examples you go through it. Thank you.